Tonight at 5, a Fernandina Beach firefighter races to save his own family as his own home burns. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jeannie Blaylock.
And I'm Anthony Austin. It was the most personal emergency call of his career. And you can see in this picture next to us showing what happened. This firefighter's home on fire tonight.
A fire in my own house. Never thought it would happen to me.
Fortunately, his wife and his 2 children, they are okay. They made it out. But the home and everything inside, you can see, is just lost to the fire.
Our Zach Wilcox is joining us live this evening in front of the home. And Zach, I know you had a chance to speak with that firefighter. What did he tell you today?
Yeah, Anthony, the firefighter, Lieutenant Kevin Ross, swung by to kind of see the damage firsthand today. He had his wife and his kids with him. They were trying to salvage what they could in the backyard, and he was clearly emotional taking all of this in and recounting the story to us because he took just a couple of minutes to tell us what his day was like in between doing all that.
I had to be here, and I had to be here ASAP.
Lieutenant Kevin Ross was in the middle of writing a report when he heard the familiar sound of the fire alarm ringing at Fernandina Beach Fire Department. But that wasn't the only thing familiar about this particular fire.
I looked at the CAD, and I saw it was for my address, and I saw the caller was my wife. And initially, I thought that had to be a mistake.
When Ross pulled up at his burning home, he didn't immediately see his wife or 2 little girls, but he'd read in the notes that they were out of the house.
So he pulled a line off the engine, put out the fire on the back of the house, and made an entry and did a search and looked for my wife and kids.
Ross learned they were with a neighbor, and a sense of relief set in.
I couldn't even stand. I held on to him for a while, yeah.
A release from the Fernandina Beach Fire Department says the home, belongings, and cherished memories were lost. But the Ross family has received so much of an outpouring of support that they're working on setting up a community liaison to help communicate their specific needs.
My wife and kids are okay. Yeah, we're okay, and that's what's important.
And the cause of the fire is still under investigation, but Ross told us that was the last thing on his mind as he was hugging his 2 little girls. In Fernandina Beach, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.